So let's talk about prenatal Pilates. A lot of people just assume it's, regular Pilates, but easier, kind of toned down for pregnancy. But that's really missing the whole picture. Let's dig into why.
So is it just a gentler workout? That's the question, right? And the answer, as we're about to see, is a huge no. It's not about doing less. It's about doing something completely, fundamentally different.
And this quote right here, it absolutely nails it. It's not a softened version. It's a different architecture. Think about that. We're not just modifying something that already exists. We're building something new from the ground up for a body that's undergoing some pretty incredible changes.
Okay, so what does this different architecture even mean? Well, think of it like this. During pregnancy, the body's entire blueprint changes. You can't just slap some patches on the old design. You have to create a whole new plan to support this amazing new structure. And these shifts are huge. I mean, look at this. Your center of gravity literally shifts forward. That increases the curve in your low back, your pelvis tilts, and then there's this hormone, relaxin, that's making all your ligaments looser. On top of that, your diaphragm gets pushed up, your ribs can't move the same way. Every single one of these changes requires a very specific, very intentional response from our movement practice. So where do you even start with a class like this? Well, you might think it's with some core exercise, right? Nope. It starts with your breath. The absolute foundation, the very first thing you do is create this safe, aware space on the mat before you even think about doing any big movements. So let's picture it. You start class. You're sitting in a comfortable, stable position. The instructor isn't yelling about performance or pushing you. The whole point, right at the beginning, is just awareness. It's about checking in, connecting with your body, and just feeling what's going on inside before you ask it to do a single thing. And the main tool you use for this is something called 3D breathing. Now, this is not your everyday, shallow, up in your chest breathing. The idea here is to feel your ribcage expand, not just forward, but out to the sides and even into your back. Imagine your torso is a balloon, and with every inhale, it's inflating in all directions. It's a game changer. And why is this so important? Well, for one, it literally creates space for that squished diaphragm we just talked about. It helps release all that tension that creeps into your neck and shoulders from your posture changing, but it goes deeper than that. This kind of breathing has this incredible calming effect on your nervous system. And get this, it's actually a foundational tool for preparing to manage labor. That's how powerful it is. All right, so once we've established that breath, we can move deeper. We go into the body's core support system. And let me be clear, we are talking about so much more than just tightening your abs or doing crunches. Right at the bottom of this whole system is the pelvic floor. And the best way to think about it isn't as some stiff, flat muscle. It's more like a dynamic, responsive hammock. It's this incredible web of muscles that's literally supporting your organs and, of course, the growing weight of the baby. And this quote, it just captures the feeling perfectly. The cue isn't to squeeze or to create some kind of brutal lock. No way. It's about imagining that hammock gently lifting or thinking of a flower closing its petals, just drawing upwards. It's all about finesse, not brute force. So what are we trying to achieve with this core training? It's really three things. First, you've got to get the pelvic floor and your deep abs working with your breath. Second, you use that teamwork to create this amazing natural core set that supports your spine and pelvis. And third, and this one is so important, you have to teach those muscles how to let go, how to release, because a pelvic floor that's always tight can actually be a big problem during childbirth. Okay, so we've got our breath, we've got our deep core connection. Now we can start to move with real purpose. The class really turns into a kind of laboratory, a place where you can explore mobility in a way that's totally controlled, safe, and really effective. So if we're following the flow of a typical class, what's next? Well, we transition from that seated position and we come onto our hands and knees, onto all fours. And let me tell you, this position is a total game changer during pregnancy. Why? Because right away, it takes all that pressure off your low back. Ah, relief. From here, you can move your spine in a really safe way, and it's just a fantastic position to teach your body how to be stable in both your shoulders and your pelvis at the same time. A perfect example of a movement you do here is the cat stretch. You probably know it, but the focus is different. It's not about how far you can arch around your back. Not at all. The goal is this super gentle segment-by-segment movement.
just trying to move one little piece of your spine at a time. It's all about finding mobility without any strain.
Now, all this focus on what's safe and what's not, it's not just a random guess. It's all part of a really clear, really logical system. Every single movement has to pass through a 3-filter safety check.
Yeah, just the number 3. But behind this simple number is a really powerful philosophy. It represents 3 essential questions that have to be answered with a yes before any exercise makes it into the class.
And here they are. Filter 1, what's the point? Does this exercise actually serve a clear, functional purpose for a pregnant body? Filter 2, is it biomechanically compatible? How does it affect pressure inside the body? How does it impact those looser joints? And filter 3 is all about risk management. Is the position stable? Can you get in and out of it slowly and with control? This system makes sure that every single thing you do is intentional.
A huge part of this safety net is knowing the difference between a red light and a yellow light. So an absolute contraindication, that's a hard stop. A red light, something like severe hypertension. That's a medical decision, and you don't exercise. But then there are yellow lights, or relative contraindications. Think diastasis recti, that separation of the ab muscles. That doesn't mean stop, it means adapt. It means the instructor's job is to modify, to find a different way, to keep it safe and effective. And all of this, it leads to something that's maybe the most powerful part, a huge psychological shift. When you practice movement in this controlled, mindful way, the whole experience of pregnancy can change. You're no longer just passively enduring what's happening to your body. You become an active participant. You become an actor in your own story. So, when you put it all together, what is prenatal Pilates really? When it's taught the right way, it is so much more than just a workout. It's a tool for prevention, it's a system of support, and maybe most importantly, it's a device for real empowerment. And that really leaves us with a bigger question to chew on, right? And this isn't just for pregnancy, this is for everybody. How can we all use movement, intentional movement, to do more than just get stronger? How can we use it to actually trust our bodies more, to build a deeper sense of what we're truly capable of?